Okay, so this is my 12-mile run, which means it's my last week of training where my long run is under a half marathon. But running the trails again. But this week, look, no rain, no wind, so nice. So obviously, when you're training for a marathon, you're gonna put in a lot of miles. I just wrapped up my third long run since starting training. I will put in anywhere between 20 to 50 miles a week, depending on the week, while marathon training. Whew, it's a lot. But when you're doing that, that also opens you up to all sorts of opportunities for getting injured. Either something that can build up and become a problem on race day, or something that can prevent you from even making it to race day. So there are a few things that I like to help me stay injury-free while training. First off, the foam roller. These are a super valuable tool, particularly if you're a runner, if you do other sports as well. They're amazing. This is an official like PT one. I started off with a half size, and now the full, you can get them anywhere between like $20 to $50. And it is the most valuable thing I have for stretching out my IT band and helping prevent knee injuries. Totally worth the investment if you're running a lot. The second thing I invest in is a mat. This one's a Pilates mat. I also have a yoga mat. You could use a rug or something. I like to have an actual mat because I can set up a station that I use to stretch out. I like to do yoga. I have a list of particular poses that are really good for runners. I focus on things that are really good for helping with your stretching out your hips and your knees, because those are my two biggest areas, and kind of also along my IT band. So I have like 5 poses that I try to do after every long run, and either in the morning or before I go to bed, depending on what my schedule's like, just to stay really stretched out. The more stretched out you are and the more you're doing things to help stay flexible, the easier it is to help prevent injury, because a lot of injuries can happen when your muscles are super tight. Okay, I also like to use ballet bands for stretching. So these are really good for staying stretched out as a runner as well. I originally got them, and I also use them for helping stay stretched out and improve my turnout over time with my ballet. I also just found doing a little bit of ballet and bar work is just a great way to help strengthen and also stay flexible. So it has helped me a lot with injury prevention with running, and I think along with yoga can do that as well. Those type of cross trainings can be relaxing, but also really good for building up some of your core strength and staying really stretched out, which is, again, really important when you're running a lot, is to make sure you're always staying stretched out. Roll out, stretch out, be flexible. And I also really like to use compression. I have a pair of compression socks as well. I have a couple compression sleeves that I really like. The compression socks I'll actually wear to run occasionally. Sleeves I'll do more as when I'm cooling down, particularly if it's been a lot of miles or I'm kind of sore. I will like to, when I get out of the shower, pull on some compression sleeves and wear those for a little bit afterwards. And it just kind of helps my calves and my lower legs feel a little bit better and get a little bit of that extra support sometimes if I need it while running. The last thing that I use to help prevent injury is KT tape. I freaking love it. So I've used KT tape to help stabilize like my knee. Depending on where your knee pain is, you can watch tutorials for how to apply the KT tape to help. I've also used it to help with my ankle sometimes, but it is such a valuable thing to pick up. I think it runs somewhere around maybe the $20 range for a full roll. They come pre-done, so you can easily just rip one up. Sometimes I use half ones and I'll cut it myself. I like to usually order mine on Amazon because I think I can get it a little bit cheaper that way. But, and they come in a lot of fun colors. You don't have to get it in pink, but I like to have mine in pink. So, KT tape works like magic. You can use it for all sorts of issues all over your body. Again, I end up using it mostly for my knee though. So those are my top things that I use to help prevent injury when I am training or running a lot, just in general. If there's anything that you found really works for you, go ahead and let me know about it in the comment section below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to hit the subscribe button. I have a new Running Diaries video going up every single Tuesday between now and my marathon. Bye!